Hey everybody, welcome to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob, and this is the 24th episode in my 4th Age of Wonders 3 Advanced Strategy series. I have a few comments to go through this week, some really good ones I thought. I did want to say thank you to Red Marut. I also looked this up myself. With regard to anti-magic field, I was talking about that in the last episode. That's actually not a sorcerer spell. I was thinking this guy could get it. That's actually a miscellaneous spell. It's something I would have to pick up from like a ruin or like a forbidden sanctum or something like that. So just wanted to clear that up. Both Jeff and Arch Redbeard have been talking to me in the comments about setting up spelljammers in some of my cities. Initially, I wasn't really sure where to put them because I don't really, I mean, like they, you know, they're good on defense, but I don't really know that where I'm going to need to be defending. But they pointed out, or actually I looked this up and realized that spelljammers, I don't think they have any maintenance upkeep cost. So there's really no reason to not use them, I suppose. I haven't researched it yet. I'm researching Greater Disjunction first, but I think that's probably a worthwhile thing to pick up fairly soon here. Let's see, Wayne Whitaker cleared up something else for me, that Dominate, the Dominate effect, which I could create on an item down here in my capital city, that does not wear off after... It doesn't wear off after the battle ends. Now, if the battle goes on for 3 turns, Dominate will wear off. But if you end the battle with the unit under your control, you still keep it. So thanks to Wayne for clearing that up. I think I was talking to him, and then I think Jeff, or maybe it was Tarzak and Arch Redbeard, in the comments. I was talking to them about how you could stack. What I'm imagining here is possibly having like items that give my Theocrat Charm, Seduce, and Dominate on top of his Convert, and then leaving him with that Necromancer up here who has Curse, will eventually have Inflict Curse, and who also will get Inflict Despair. So I could have like a crazy powerful like Convert everything army. Eventually, it'll take me a little while to get all that put together, but I think that might be a fun idea just for the sake of trying it, just for the fun of it. Let's see here. Jim Bro mentioned that I could use rapid reload at the start of battles. That would be useful, I think, for my King's Army especially. They do have a couple engineers with them, so if I can pair the engineers with probably the Juggernaut preferably, I might want to consider putting one. I'll try to remember to do that on the next turn. Pairing an engineer with the Juggernaut, and then maybe pairing one with, well, the cannon I think starts loaded, but I don't know that I want 2 engineers in his army, but at least one to like go, because normally the flame tank can't get within range of anything on the first turn anyway, unless you're the one being attacked. But I think having an engineer with that Juggernaut would let me get a nice opening hit if the situation arises, because it normally takes the Juggernaut 1 turn to load its cannon before it can fire it at the beginning of the battle, or specifically the mortar, not the cannon. And then the comment that I wanted to talk about a little bit here, and I just thought this was a great, really creative idea. I asked you guys of strategies for what to deal with, how to deal with the Dread Reaper in this tomb, and Tarsak pitched the idea of using spy drones on suicide runs to take care of it. Just summoning spy drones, going in there, blowing up and damaging it. That is an excellent and really fun idea, and I think I'm going to try that just because I don't want to risk losing another unit. The only problem is that Dread Reapers have Undying, so if I kill it, it will come back after the battle ends, because I'm not going to win the battle with spy drones. Unless I, like, summon so many spy drones that I wiped out all the other little units and then finished off the Dread Reaper. Either way, I could at least soften it up, which would allow my Theocrat, who I believe has Smite. He does not have Smite. I might want to give him Smite. Wait, does he have any level up points? He has 5. I was saving it for Divine Justiciars on the next turn, but I'm tempted to give him Smite and then wait a turn for Divine Justiciars. That's kind of a tough call, because Divine Justiciars is so good, but I mean, I'll get another level for him eventually. We'll see how things go. I'll try not to forget to do that, but I am going to summon some spy drones right now. So, I don't think... Can spy drones get lifesteal from Embrace Darkness? I don't want to waste too much time. They're all going to blow up and die anyway, so I'll just go ahead and summon them now. I can get 2 on this turn. I can get pretty much 2 a turn, so I'll probably get 2 this turn, and then wait and get 2 next turn, and then send them in as a first run and see if I can soften up the Reaper. So I'm going to want to move her there. Get 1, get 2, start the third one. And that's what I will do on the next turn. I think I'm looking forward to that. That just seems, I love using spy drones in unconventional ways like that. Dan did that. You guys might remember Dan from one of my last co-op series. Dan did that in one of the very first games he played with me after he bought the game. And used a bunch of spy drones to just wreck some Lost Souls or something like that. I don't know. It was like a whole group of Lost Souls, and I think like 4 or 5 of them died in one explosion. It was just really funny. So I have fun using those units. With regard to my boats here, they still need some time spent healing. The builder is not really doing a whole lot to repair them very quickly, and they're sitting on the harbor too. So I'm going to move this guy over here. So that the next boat, it'll show up in the harbor, and just kind of keep the harbor clear for the next boat so the rest of these can sit there and heal a bit longer. I'm hoping that on the next turn they'll be at least good enough to go deal with that pirate cove over there and then start sailing south. I just need to avoid damage on the ship that's already kind of beat up. Okay, so made night, producing another night. I'm going to send these guys back for a little bit longer. Until I know that that pirate cove is gone. And then I don't really know what I'll do. I might actually just leave them hanging around behind just in case there's like an event of some sort and I need to move units around to defend cities from like a random dire penguin attack or something like that. So that might be worth leaving a few units behind on. This knight I believe was going down to join, no, this one was going down to join the Druid army. Actually, I think this one was going down to where my king's army is. What I'm going to do is send him down underground, and he can catch up with the king's army pretty darn quick. This builder I'm going to send up towards near where the boats are, because he might be able to jump in and help with the healing. I was going to use him to build roads, but, well, you know what? I am still going to use him to build roads. I want to get that road network done. The boats, they will heal, you know, as time goes on. Okay, so that knight goes underground to join my king. This one is going to be hanging out with the Druid army. And I think I'm going to send this one down south too, to go with kind of the second army that I'm building for the Druid. In fact, I think that might have been where that other knight was going to. I don't know. I've got other units here, so we'll mix and match a little bit. I've got an Orc Shock Trooper and a Sphinx that should probably be out doing things, so yeah, I think they'll do just fine. Oh yeah, I moved the Druid army onto this tile so I could clear the Forbidden Sanctum. Let's go ahead and do that now. Let me make sure that he's got 70. Okay, he's got all his casting points, so we're good. No nasty surprises. Honestly, this doesn't look like the most difficult bunch of units. The Shadow Stalkers are always a pain, but I mean, I think the Firstborns will do all right against them, especially since my units have. The armored units have frost protection now too. I think I'll be fine. And of course I have summoned Beast Horde, so that kind of just is an easy win all the time. As long as nothing disjuncts it. Okay. Shadowstalker is... Wait, where is he? Oh, he's kind of like way in the back. This other stuff is going to rush out and die before he gets anywhere close. Alright, I want units with mind control immunity up front. These things are going to try to seduce me, and I think the Firstborns have it. So I'm going to let them tank hits from both of those succubi. Yeah, let's back this guy off. And I'm going to cast Beast Horde right away. Let me make absolutely sure I'm out of their range, okay. And I'm going to position him here. Both the succubi should be able to hit him if they want to. I almost want to wait on Beast Horde, just to let them rush into a bad position, but I don't think I'm going to. It can't hurt me to have Beast Horde up sooner rather than later, so... Alright, and we'll leave them up front like that. Alright, let's do this. Whoa, what in the world? The effects from that were like all over the place. Okay, there we go. Alright, and I don't know where they all spawned, so... Okay, there's one, there's one, there's one. Okay. Two of them are just gonna irritate that... They're just gonna irritate that Shadow Stalker for a little while. Oh, they were in range. Okay. I'm glad they didn't seduce them. Trying to seduce the spiders. Okay, well, their approach didn't quite work out as planned, but it's fine. Phalanxes will destroy a succubus. Yeah. Can I web them for a little XP? Nice. Which means gives him an opportunity to use that. Got an assassin coming up. I'd prefer does not get a assassin strike on something, at least not a flank attack. He'll probably assassin strike the phalanx, but that's okay. I kind of want to cook. Those succubi there with this guy. There we go. Can't really hit anything with the flame tank at the moment, but that's okay. We'll let those guys come running in and do their thing. I'll heal the phalanxes when they take damage with the Forge Priest. But I'd rather do that and then let the phalanxes get the XP from killing the assassins, which are a tier 2 unit, I think. I don't even know what's going on up top. It doesn't really matter. Probably should go do something with manage those units. Alright. So they did pretty much what I was expecting them to. Alright. Cool. So who's left? Alright, let's actually do something with these units. Aw, they seduced, they seduced a spider and then webbed a spider. Who do I have? Alright, I'm gonna put you on defense, you on defense. You can move. The boar is pretty much the only thing. Okay, well, just do that, I guess. They're also spread out. You, attack. Should probably move everybody else up. At least to these choke points. Especially since that Succubi's already used Seduce, I don't have to worry about getting anything important. Alright, that's more than enough animals, I think. Aw. Those penguins? They just assassinated... Yeah, they just assassinated a bunch of poor penguins. That's horrible. Alright, I'm gonna let them come down to the killing floor here. They're gonna get wrecked. I wonder if I can actually hit them with... Yes, I can. Hey, I stunned that assassin. I think it's a good time to charge. I'll leave a couple of these guys and some of the choke points. Actually, leave the phalanxes there. The only thing I don't like about moving up into this area is it's just hard to see with all this stuff. Alright, those guys I would like to web, probably. There we go. The assassins I would also like to web, if possible. I just want to make sure there's nothing close enough to them to cause trouble for my spider, and I don't think there is. Okay, then that pretty much opens this up for other units that actually need the XP to finish these things off. Like Firstborn? Or Forge Priests? Not Firstborn. I always call them Firstborn. They are not Firstborn, they are Forge Priests. Just finish him off. Alright, I'm gonna just go to the next turn. This guy is just running wildly back and forth like, oh my gosh, there's things everywhere. I can probably use these animals to lure him into a little trap. Got a lot of Blight Tusk Boars. Alright, and then you should probably just snipe that guy to death. Still getting animals. I think if Beastward runs its full course, I think it's a 7-turn thing with 3 animals a turn. That's like 21 extra units. Some of them are tier 2, like the Blight Tusk Boars. I mean, this is just a really good spell. Alright, I am going to try to get him to come down here. I don't really know. I'm just piling up units in one area. I'll figure it out when he gets here. I just want him to let his guard down, whatever he does. I don't want to try to deal with one of these things on defense. So, how about we let it... We'll let the boar take the hit. Wait, where's my firstborn? There he is. We'll let the firstborn take the hit, because he can get some XP from it, and he's a bit more resistant, too. That will work, I think. Alright, everybody else just sit right where you are. Okay, now it's just a matter of determining who wants XP. Oh, I should probably heal this guy. Move them here so they can get the flank. Oh, easy. Just too easy. Whoa, that was loud. Okay, so it took a little bit of time, but I got it. And I got Summoned Dire Penguin, which I'll probably never use. This is worth 400 gold. And that's just too much mana. I don't need that much mana. The casting points would be nice, considering I'm trying to get those spy drones. But not nice enough for me to pass up 400 gold. That's a lot of money. I should have cleared those structures when I was running past, but maybe that'd be better left for a unit that has Convert or Charm or something to try to get that troll a little later. I would rather have this army moving east now anyway, to start taking the fight to yellow and purple above ground. There's not a huge reason to leave that. Okay, I'm going to move them like that. I'm going to park the spy drone on that cave entrance for the moment, so nothing can sneak down without me knowing about it. That might actually be a good spot for me to leave it for a little while. Okay, those guys are good. I was bringing that... Okay, bringing him up to join the Sorcerer army. I don't really have any major plans for this city. It's almost there just to get a little extra research from that structure, which I also did not clear. Man. Okay, I might have them detour through here and clear that just to get a little extra research per turn while they're down here. I mean, I may as well, if I remember to on the next turn. Otherwise, I think probably just building this city up towards, however quickly I can towards having... Yeah, towards having a grand palace is probably a good idea. Whoops, did not mean to click on that. Okay. The city is done with what it was doing. I think I produced merchandise in it on the last turn because I was running low on money. I'll go ahead and grab the Flow Rock Citadel now. It would also be good for defense if anything was trying to break those walls because it helps rebuild the walls. And I'm getting kind of close. To having a Grand Palace in this city too. I'm getting there. Spending a lot of money on buildings, but I think in the long run, it'll be worth it. Having extra casting points is always a good thing. Oh, there's a Kraken. There's also a city in the water. I'm gonna find that on the next turn. Hopefully that dwelling doesn't spawn anything to come after me. Alright, well, what I should do here is if I'm going to have units waiting around, and I can kind of split them up a little bit on the next turn probably, because the Theocrat army will get closer, but I don't want to waste time. I would like, and I'm actually going to send these knights up. Actually, I'm going to send these guys here to grab. Actually, that was probably a waste of movement. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to send these knights up this direction. Because I'm going to be joining them with some of these units. I will figure out a stack of 6 to go into here, but I want other units going down and retaking this city from the independents. There's no reason for them to hold on to that for too much longer, because they're just independents. I believe this is a dead end that the tiger has run into, so... that warbreed might come after the tiger. What I think I'm going to do is see if the warbreed goes after the tower, which is what I presume he's going for. This will also be a nice test of whether the computers just randomly know where your units are. There's no reason he should be able to see my tiger up here. So I'm going to wait right here and see if he comes after the tiger or goes after the tower. If he goes after the tower, I might be able to make a break for it and go for the cave entrance. I may need to move the tiger just a tad bit closer, though. In fact, let me look at that one more time. Tiger's here, and I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces away, and I think the tiger has night vision. Pretty sure the warbreed does too. Right. Doesn't have any vision upgrades, but we'll just leave a buffer zone of 1 just in case. If he moves here or here, he'd be able to see 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll say 5 as a buffer zone, so I should be safe here. Just want to leave myself enough unit to have a reasonable chance of breaking for that cave entrance. I don't know if I'll make it or not, but probably worth a shot. Okay, I can afford to do that and that. Alright, cool. Alright, this is the other settler that's going down to where this builder is headed. Hopefully get there about a turn early to build the fort. Everybody here is out of movement, I think, from the last turn. This builder is out of movement, and 2 spy drones, and I think I'm good. Alright, let's get to the next turn. That was a very, very long turn. But I've got, like, armies operating in multiple areas now, many, many different areas, so... means a lot of battles. Probably even more coming up soon. Alright, so we got yellow moving. I think that's Yellow City, that Quenwil right there. Actually, that might have been Purple's, because I think Purple had this city and Yellow used to have the Mer City, but then Purple took it over. I got a feeling Yellow's a little further east and Purple's the one that's generally closer to me. But it's kind of hard to tell. I don't quite have enough of the overall map explored yet. That looks like a Tigran city right there, though, so there's a pretty good chance that that's Yellow. Alright. There's 100,000 notifications. Okay. Well, let's start off with a spy drone thing, just because I think this is going to be a ton of fun. We'll get 4 of them together. If I wait one more turn, I could get 6, but I don't. I think 4 should be enough. Because remember, we're just trying to deal damage to that Dread Reaper. Okay, Dread Reapers don't have tireless, do they? Nope. So I can basically guarantee that 3 of them will blow up on it, because now he can't move, and his guard will be down on the next turn. I don't know about these guys. We'll see. I'll probably try to keep them away from the Hellhounds, actually. That might not be possible. So I'm going to position them next to that guy in case they die. I'll at least do some damage to him, too. I don't think this will kill the Dread Reaper, but it should do quite a bit of damage. Oh, gosh. I can't even tell what's happening under all that. Yeah, see, he's more than halfway dead now. I'll take a morale hit from losing that battle, but hey, I'm okay with that. Now that he's nice and softened up, that would make the battle quite a bit easier. I still don't know if it's enough to keep him from getting a shot. Yeah, I don't know that it's enough to keep him from getting an Invoke Death off, but maybe. Maybe if I play it right. If I play it very carefully. So now I have to decide who the best group is to go in there. Obviously I want the Theocrat. And I want him to have Smite going into this one. Because I just don't want to mess with that Reaper. Let's see here. Smite, there it is. He's got enough casting points to cast it twice, actually, so he doesn't even necessarily have to get close. I want the Necromancer in there, so I can try to resurrect one of those Greater Animated Dead. I can try to get one of those Wraiths on my side. Probably the Firstborn. Probably not the Phalanx, because he's not replaceable. The Knight, I think, would be a good choice. The Knight has strong will, actually, so because he's gold rank. So he actually can't be Invoke Deathed. So that's a nice unit to have. I'm going to say the Forge Priest for his healing, and either the Blacklight Knight or the Longbow. The Longbows won't do much damage against those Wraiths, but they may give me a little edge. Which one has a higher resistance? Probably the Longbow. I'm just going to take the one with the highest resistance, and that's going to be the Longbow. Okay, so let's try this now. If that thing rushes me... Okay, good. He's not rushing, which gives me... Let's see how much damage this will do. 27 to 41, or 10 resistance. So if it succeeds and it has a 35% chance to succeed, then I'm going to have to charge, because I'm going to have 2 turns before his Undying kicks in. But if it fails, I'll have an extra turn. It will probably fail. I'm just going to cast it now. How close is that thing? If it flies here, it's got 1, 2, 3, and I don't have any resistance, strong will, or anything like that. No. So that would be a mistake, because if I cast it and it fails and then he charged me and invoked death, that's 1, 2, 3 spaces to my Theocrat. He would be able to reach with Invoke Death. Invoke Death's range is short, so it can reach 3 spaces. So I definitely want to move him back 1 space before I do this, and then cast Smite. And then hopefully, okay, he resisted, so we will see what they do. I will play defense here. I will actually leave the knights, probably leave the knights here, because they have strong will and can't be invoked to death. So if I leave them there, he might come down and attack them. And if he does that, then I've got it covered. I think he is. Okay, excellent. He's dead now. Alright, so who wants to kill him? I think since I need the Theocrat to level up faster for Divine Justicars, it makes kind of makes sense for the Theocrat to do that. But on the other hand, I'd like him to be using his Spirit Ray on something else. What the heck? We'll just give him the kill. Alright. Wait. They have Undying, I thought. Don't they come back? Maybe I was wrong about that? Oh wait, no, their corpse explodes. Hang on, I think I may have said something wrong in the comments, so I apologize if that's the case. But I was thinking Dread Reapers have Undying as an ability. I thought they would come back. No, they definitely do not. I am completely wrong about that, and I'm sure you guys have probably already corrected me in the comments by now, but they have Void Implosion. They blow up when they die. They don't come back. I just can't revive him, unfortunately, because his corpse doesn't exist, but yeah, okay, never mind. Forget I said anything about that. You guys are probably wondering what in the world I'm talking about. So, yeah, let's leave the, let the Wraiths come down, do their thing, and I'll reanimate one of them. And I'm just going to kind of protect my hero's flanks. They have a vendetta against that knight, it seems. Alright, elves. Make short work of that guy. Forge priest, take care of him. I want the firstborns here. And then I can reanimate that one. Oh, and I can't heal him with this guy. I can give him... I can give the Knight Touch of Faith. Oh, nuts. Forget. I always forget about that. Not that it really matters too much in these circumstances. I just wanted to give her a chance to patch that Wraith up a bit. A lot of promotions. Okay, well that went really well. That was excellent advice on using the drones that way. Thank you to, I think, Tarsak for that one. That was awesome. This is worth... I'm just gonna sell that. I don't really foresee needing to do much sabotaging, and I can make that item later if I want. I just want gold. I just want tons of gold. Alright, so I kind of want these two to hang out together, but I think it's time... I'll have them follow each other around, but I think it's time to probably split them up into two separate armies. In fact, they may... Oh, actually, they already were in two separate armies, so never mind that. But I just need them to hang out close together, basically, is what I'm trying to say. That other Forge Priest can't quite make it here, unfortunately. I'm going to have to reform some of these units going into the next turn, but I think they'll be alright for now. I'll just leave them there and sort that out on the next turn. And I've got, of course, these knights getting closer too, so they'll be able to join in. And random Civic Guard, who's probably mostly useless, but that's okay. Alright, I want this spy drone to go... Oh, I could have pulled that spy drone up and gotten him involved too if I'd have thought about it. I'm going to send him down this way and start exploring more of the center portion of the map. Elves leveled up. I always take the extra damage for longbows. It seems to be a no-brainer to me. Greater Disjunction is researched. And like I was saying earlier, I think I'm going to go ahead and grab Spelljammer and start getting those set up. Especially while I have all this money from things I've been clearing. And my gold income this turn has jumped up to 537. It is fluctuating wildly. Okay, so now I could get Divine Justiciars, but this guy's got to level up one more time, so I will save his points. What is this? Oh, join offer. I need to unclick this, because it keeps bringing me back to them, but that does remind me that I need to, or I can look at this. It's 740 happiness right now. I need to keep that above 600. Demanding a tribute will cost minus 500. So, yeah, I need to... Actually, I am going to turn that back on just so it keeps notifying me about that city. Because in 2 turns, I will be able to demand another tribute. Oh, and I don't have anyone sitting in that city anymore. So, I'm just producing items in there that aren't going anywhere. You, Civic Guard. Go pick that up. Advanced Logistics coming in handy there again. I'm sending this to my Theocrat, and I'm just going to pile on a bunch of different... Like I said, I just want to do that for the fun of it, to just give him an unnecessary amount of unit conversion capabilities and see how well it pairs with the Necromancer. I will eventually make items for other people too, but I just think this will be fun more than anything else. And we're gonna get Dominate. How about that cool looking book? Book of Domination. And there it is. This is a good thing for me to spend my mana on, too, since I seem to have kind of a surplus of that. It costs more mana to make items, generally speaking, than it does gold, I think, so not a bad thing to do. Alright, this city was being built towards, or geared towards machines. I think I have most of the stuff I need to make good machines in it. The city's also pretty close. Yeah, it's pretty close to having a grand palace, so I might finish that off, too. I'll go ahead and grab the shrine, the great temple, and then maybe get the grand palace in here. Also going to want to clear that structure fairly soon when the city's borders expand again. In 3 turns, I would actually like to clear that. That's going to be a job for the Sorcerer's army when they're done up north. So I may not be able to clear that for a little while, but I think going after that city is more important. Let's go ahead and probably send, because I want to like leave these units in their own group of 6. They should be fine. I'm going to send one of the golems back down here, just in case I need a beefy backup unit. And I'll send these guys out this direction. A few have extra movement, including the Sorcerer. So, oh wait, that hasn't been cleared yet at all. I wonder if that army's good enough to do that without losing anybody. I think so. Got a lot of really powerful machines. Should be able to handle this. That should be a very likely victory, I would think, yeah. May as well do this. No engineers in this army to rapid reload this guy right off the bat, unfortunately, but that's okay. I'll try to remember to do that down the road. Okay, who wants to get blowed up? I don't really feel like rushing him in and firing broadside, so I'll hang back. I would love to kill those mystics before they become a problem. They're always annoying, pouncing things and whatnot. Does this guy have inflict stun yet? No, he doesn't. I need to work towards that. I'm gonna let those guys come in and pick a fight with the golems, I think. Leave that guy down here. And probably pull the sorcerer back and maybe just cast a spell or something. I should be able to finish. Yeah, I can finish them off with the Forge Priest. Who wants Starblades? How about you guys? Alright, what kind of an angle can I get here? Probably not a great one. I can't really move them back enough. I'll just flame the Prowler. Alright, I need to get the cheetah off of the tank in order for the tank to shoot. Might actually just have this thing ram the cheetah. Yeah, just get off of me. I want him to go after the Prowlers, but the Prowlers have an awful lot of health. Do this. That takes care of that little problem. I might actually lose that golem. If I shoot this guy, I have a pretty good chance of reducing some of his remaining movement to where he could only move and hit once. But he's got Prowlers there that can come in and do damage. There's just a few too many things that can hit my Sorcerer. I think it's going to be a lot safer for me to back up and cast another spell. Maybe one that gets rid of that Prowler. Oh, I can't get rid of the Prowler or the Sun Guard. Or the Sphinx. I could cast Sphere of Protection on that guy. That would help. I got a feeling they might go after the cannon too or something like that, but I'm gonna do this. Okay, they can't do quite enough damage, so I should be good now. Still got something on this guy. Alright, get off. I want to fire a mortar at something. Not sure if I can shoot that without hitting my flame tank behind it. Wait, their guard's down. Can do this, turn them around, which lets my flame tank do this and get out of the way, burn them a bit, and opens them up to a nasty flank attack. Okay, there we go. A little bit tougher than I was maybe expecting, but we got it. Let's see who's in here. A big beetle. Oh man, that's tempting. I do have enough gold for it, but I kind of think I need my gold for other things right now, given the volume of units I'm creating. Ooh, and I want to go in here. Let's see what's in here. Bunch of Deathbringers. I'm not going to mess with that right now. Maybe on the way back out. I want to save health so I can go straight after that city on the next turn. Try to get that under my control is probably the highest priority, rather than clearing a tomb. That doesn't actually give me any long-term benefit right now. Sorcery 3. There we go. Another Juggernaut. This one's probably going all the way up north. Yeah, I'll keep sending these guys out. Okay, so this guy is going to build a road going down towards where this other city is. Oh, I could go a little further. And the settler can basically catch up with him. Yeah, so I'll just leave those two together. I almost feel like I should send the knight with them as like a little escort, just in case there's some like random little group of lost souls or something. Actually, I could run from them, but some like small group that the knight could handle by himself. Might not be a bad idea if I remember to do that next time around. Okay, how about an observatory? Oh, I don't have enough mana for that. How about public baths? I will need those eventually if I want to get a grand palace here. Hey, my halfling city's done migrating. That's probably part of the reason why my gold income jumped. There's several gold structures in there. Let's say a storehouse. Okay, another galleon warship is done. I am probably about ready to go take on that pirate cove. The only problem is that, well, actually, why don't I go see what's in there? A bunch of units, but nothing too scary and nothing with a range attack. All right, I think it's time to head out. We're going to slay some pirates, because we can get this group of units that have spawned at the same time, and I should be more than powerful enough to heal everything. Ooh, now that I think of it, I need that builder in there because I can manually repair machine 2 in the course of the battle. It's going to be difficult to tell him apart from the others. Alright, who is the beat up one? You are. Get you some health. See, that's why these things have so much health, it just takes a long time for repair machine to do its work. How long before... Wait, can he use that every single turn? I thought that had a cooldown on it, like a couple turns at least. But it looks like I can use that every turn, which is kind of awesome. Well, I could actually use this to repair my navy almost up to fully healed condition. Hey, that's pretty cool. I'll take it. Round 3. Okay, well, I'm just going to do this, because they're not going to attack me until round 5. 4. Now this one needs it a little more. That is awesome. Ouch. See, there's another scout with sprint. Pick these guys off. The assassins do not have sprint, so I don't need to be worried about them. They can't even reach me. I'll get lit up. My gosh. I love galleons. Now that I've done damage, I could actually run my boats backward and get even more healing. Like, this guy still needs his health topped off. Because now I've got another 5 turns before I have to, yeah, I got another 5 turns before I have to do any damage to these guys. They're coming pretty fast, but they're going to get absolutely decimated by just tons and tons of flaming arrows coming from all directions. That guy's at full health. This one is not quite. He is at full health. So I'm getting cornered a little bit here, but where's the boat for the repair? Okay, there he is. Get out of the way, please. Moving them as far as I can. He also needs some health. I think this will be fine. I'll be able to repair once more next turn, and that'll get my navy pretty darn close to full health. Okay, he wants to sit just outside of the range. How much damage would these do? Between all of them, they'll handle that Wraith King just fine. So I can move him down here, which this also buys me an extra turn. I need to rotate a couple of these guys because that's the repair right there. Yep, just rotate him around. You can't handle all the cannonballs. Okay, and then let's see, 96, 102. That one's not quite full health. The others are 96. Oh, that one's 88. So that's short by 8. This one's short by 5, so technically a little better to go after the one that's short by 8, I suppose. There we go. And then it's just volley of fire arrows. Gotta set these up right. There we go. Well, that was a fantastic battle for me. It would have taken me forever to repair all that damage with just passive in between battles. The fact that they can use repair machine in between every turn is pretty incredible. That is also something that I will sell for gold. And that's one less pirate cove I have to worry about. I bet there's another one up here somewhere, but that's for another navy another day. These guys have an important date with the merfolk dwelling. Very important. I'm just going to let him tag along at whatever pace he can keep up with. He's not going to have as much movement as the galleons do, but he can get a little bit more movement out of this turn. There we go. But yeah, they're pretty much all healed now, so that is That is awesome, and they will be on the next turn because he'll patch up that one right there. Cool. All right. What else have we got going on? Fast storehouse completion. That's great. Good job, guys. Their morale is already at cheerful, so that's good. I kind of don't... Well, I sort of do want this city to grow because that's a pretty good structure. Yeah, I'll just continue the trend that I'm doing of upgrading towards grand palaces pretty much everywhere that I can. I also might start bunching up these knights. I think these two groups up here are pretty much set. I'm going to send another knight the Druids' way, probably. Maybe a third one. I'm trying to think of where I have... Oh, you know what? I should probably send one of these down towards my Sorcerer's army. I think they could use a knight. Because I do want to bump that up to 2 full groups, too. Halflings are unhappy. I can't even begin to describe how much I don't care. Let's see here. This city, I think growth is important. Because I've already cleared a lot of these structures, and I want to get access to some of this other stuff. I can't build a wall yet? Do I need something? Do I need the Builder's Hall to make the stone? Yeah, I need the Builder's Hall before I can make the stone wall. I think I'll grab the storehouse first, then I'll grab the Builder's Hall, then the storehouse, then stone wall. It'd be faster that way. Alright, I can pretty much ruin these guys' day over here. Oh yeah, I wanted to move an engineer in with my king's group too. Probably this one, since he's going to be closer. Who gets dropped from the king's group? Probably the knight, I guess. I think the knight might be a better fit for the warlords group anyway, because he could eventually get like tireless, which would be cool. We'll do that. Something like that will work. And I want these two in on this battle. I will take care of that group on the next episode, I think. Wanted to see how much movement they'll have afterwards, so it kind of depends on where I put these guys, but actually I don't think it matters. I'll just, I'll regroup them all in the next episode. We do a couple little wrap-up things here. Oh, that's where some of my extra gold came on that turn. At 204 randomly from Ostberg, which doesn't need to make galleon warships anymore, although it probably should. I'm going to give it one turn. Oh no, wait, I can't forget this city's original purpose, which was to build firstborns and forge priests and other stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't want to negate that at all. I'm going to go ahead and grab the slaughter pits because I know I'm going to need that eventually, and it costs exactly 100 gold, and I have exactly 100 gold. And it costs mana that I don't have because I'm 1 mana short. Okay, I'm going to sell an item from somebody. There's got to be an item that I don't need. Let's see. Who's got something they're not using? Immolating Touch. I will probably never use that. Unless I want to convert something later. Okay, we'll keep it for that reason. If I have convert units with this army. I don't know. I think this... Yeah, I'll sell the harpoon. I don't need that. Okay. Then that allows me to go ahead and keep the city. I want Ostberg constantly doing something. Like I said, this is one of my most important cities. And I have literally... No, now I have 40 gold because I sold the item. Here, merchandise, and probably most cities merchandise. And I don't want to forget I've got the troll over here too, so that's always encouraging. Alright guys, it is time to wrap this episode up. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Great comments this week, and I will pick it up right here in the next episode. See you next time.